We'll have to lower the light from David. I've been an overcomer all my life, and it started by how tall I was. Now look, I'm honored to be your coach. You know, I know that I wasn't the first choice for some people in here, but I can promise you this. I am the best choice and the right choice for this place at this time. God's timing is perfect. I want to thank David Harris, Justin Schimmel, Patrick Norton, and President Fitz for the faith that they have in my vision for this football program. I really appreciate you guys. I want to thank my wife right here, Rebecca. Guys, we bought 11 homes, sold 10. We don't want to sell this one for a while. We've lived in 9 states. I moved Rebecca when she was 7 months pregnant with our first child. We picked up and moved to a town of 3,000 people with no Walmart. Had to change our doctor and all that stuff. She was fired up about it. And she's tough as nails and just a great human being. It makes me better every day. I want to thank my 2 boys. Tripp's a junior at John Curtis, plays D-line like David. And Russell's. Tripp's an 8th grader at John Curtis, plays quarterback and middle linebacker, plays basketball. They've been through a lot being a coach's son. They've seen the highs and lows. And I'm proud of both of you two's character and the way you handle things and the way you touch everybody around you in a positive way. I want you to know that. I want to thank my dad. He's here today. He was my first hero. My dad is the 2nd winningest high school coach in Mississippi history. A lot of you know that. My dad instilled a power of belief in me at a young age that resonates through me now. The power of belief is so strong, guys. I believe in me and I believe in Tulane. And I believe in these players and I believe in this place and I believe in where we're going. And you won't find anybody that has that in them stronger than me. I want to thank my mom. My mom died in 2016. My mom was a great leader as well. She was in the speech therapy stuff, and man, she ended up running a lot of nursing homes. She ingrained in me at a young age, Romans 8:28, all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to His purpose. She was a great lady, and my purpose is to teach and lead young men, and that's what we're going to continue to do every day here. I want to thank these current players. They're a special group on a special run, and we're not done yet. It's still going. And a lot of them are in here today, and we've got business to take care of, and they really put the wind behind the sails of this whole movement for me to be standing in front of you today. I want to thank a lot of the former players of this place, some that I coached, some that came before I started coaching here, but how much they were behind me through this process, the ones I've met, the ones I've coached. It really means a lot to me, their support through this whole process. I want to thank a lot of people in this football building, this staff. They were behind a lot of this. They believe in me and my vision for this place. But in particular, I want to thank Joe Craddock. All right, Joe Craddock's our offensive coordinator right here. Joe's a heck of a football coach. Joe wanted me back here. And think about this now, guys. I had been the former offensive coordinator here. I had had a lot of success offensive coordinator. Joe had the humility to want me to come back to be with him this football season. That says a lot about his character and the type of person he is, and without him, I wouldn't even have been here this year. So I really want to thank Joe. I want to thank Willie Fritz for bringing me here in 2019. As you know, Coach Fritz is an unbelievable leader and an organizational wizard. Working for him for 2 years was like getting a PhD in leadership and management. We will keep Willie Fritz's famous mantra, recruit, retain, develop, in our personnel department. That charge poured the foundation that built this program. I want to thank John Sumrall for bringing me back. John is a dear friend that I have so much respect for. Nobody is a better motivator of young men, or really a motivator of anybody, than John Sumrall. If anyone in here needs a motivational talk or a speech in your business to get everyone on edge and ready to run through a wall, John Sumrall is your guy. All right. We will keep John's 4 core values: attitude, toughness, discipline, and love. One of the reasons I wanted to come back was John's core values. They align with mine and how I've done things as a previous head coach and I have so much respect for John and what he stands for every day with our young men. Our mission statement for our players moving forward, we want to affect our players in 4 ways, and it's got to be equal in all 4 facets. Number 1 is academically. We're going to build a culture and environment where young men are expected to get this great degree at Tulane. Their position coach will take a very active role in that, and we will provide every resource in order to help them do that. These young men will never call home and say, Mom, Dad, I tell you what, I wish Coach Hall and his staff would put a little more into me. They may call home and say, man, I wish they'd get off of me a little bit. All right? But I believe in structure and organization, and we're going to be on these young men academically to understand what an opportunity this is to get a Tulane degree. The second phase is athletically. We're going to continue this culture and environment where young men can be developed into their full potential as players and have the opportunity to continue to win championships. We are still at a place that development is so important. Our best players that have come through Tulane the past few years came here as young men and were developed. When you look at it, we will continue to do that at a high rate. The third phase is character. We'll build a culture and environment where young men can learn to be successful as people. Their involvement in this program will make them better husbands, fathers, and leaders in their community. I believe in that. Everybody that knows me knows I believe you impact everybody you touch every day. You don't get a choice in that. Your day will be better or worse from having run into me. And when I'm dead and gone, I don't want anybody to say, man, I ran into Will Hall that day and my day was worse because of it. And we will instill that in our young men every day. And the last one is future. We'll build a culture and environment that helps them figure out what is next for them with life without football. Because football is ending for these young men and they don't want to hear that. And it usually ends faster than what they want it to. So what does life look like for you? Not what are you going to get your degree in? What are you going to do with it? How are you going to impact people in your community? How are you going to provide for your family, provide for your community, and impact everyone around you and leave a legacy that lasts? So those are the 4 ways that we're going to touch these young men. How we're going to play. We're going to play with an edge and we're going to be extremely physical. David referenced it. A lot of times in my past as a head coach, we've led our league in rushing or been in the top 2. We've been extremely explosive offensively, and we've also led the league in total defense or scoring defense. Offensively, you guys know me. Y'all know when I was here in 19 and 20, you've seen us, our offenses that I've led. We'll be pro style, very similar to what we've been already here right now with Coach Craddock, but with a little more tempo. We'll be quarterback driven. Tulane attracts great quarterbacks. Y'all know that. I know that. Just in my lifetime, we've had Jake Retzlaff, to Michael Pratt, to Justin McMillan, Pat Ramsey, J.P. Lossman, Terrence Jones, to Sean King, and I hope I didn't leave anybody out and offend them, but just in my lifetime, I'm like, that's a lot of great quarterbacks. We will be a quarterback-driven program. We've attracted great quarterbacks. We will continue. Defensively, we'll be an attacking style defense that gets ahead in the chains, and then be great situational masters with multiple fronts up front on the line of scrimmage. One of the things that has caused us to have so much success over the last few years that I think is so undervalued is special teams. We've been phenomenal in special teams through 2 different regimes here. We will continue that. We will play our best players in the kicking game. Okay? If they're tired, they can take a rep off of offense and defense, but we're going to accentuate special teams and continue to build on that. Over the next few days, for me, I'm Zooming tonight with our signees and their parents. I'm excited about that and maintaining this signing class and building on that. Finalizing our staff and working with Coach Sumrall with all that for his transition to Florida. That is going extremely well. I can tell you there's a lot of people that want to be here and be a part of this. We're evaluating and planning with our retention and also for the portal. I feel very confident that these young men here obviously believe in me and my vision and where we're headed and want to continue to move towards a great Tulane degree and continue to win a whole lot of football games. And we're also getting ready for the college football playoff, right? Like we got no doubt. Hey, look, I'm fired up to be your football coach. I'm going to be the football coach here in 26. 25 is not over. All right, we got to get moved past all this honeymoon period and get back to dadgum winning football games and getting ready to do that here in a few days. Okay? I want to close with this. This is a championship football program that has sustained a championship level through a lot of change in college football over the last few years. You started winning because you made a commitment to win financially, with support and resources. You started winning because you hired a great leader of men in Willie Fritz that built this thing up from the ground. You are still winning. We are still winning because you then hired another great leader in John Sumrall that came in here and put his foot on the gas pedal and drove it forward as fast as you could drive it. Tulane is going to continue to win because you just hired another great leader that's going to relentlessly pursue the very best on the field and off the field for these young men in every way. I can assure you that. Sometimes you promote from within, and there's a feeling of, let's hug each other and hold hands and be all lovey-dovey, and it's a happy moment, and everybody just feels good about it. That's not what this is. Everybody needs to understand that. This is about one thing: winning. I was promoted because I'm the best chance to win here, right now. And we're going to do that. Both on the field and off the field, every day with our young men. I fully expect to be in here again this time next year celebrating another CFP selection show. Thank you so much, and roll wave.
Thank you, Coach. This time we'll open up to media questions here for those in attendance. Kylie and Wyatt are equipped with microphones, and just a reminder, Coach remembers or has met most of you, but not all perhaps. So for his benefit, please state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question.